Hello everyone. As per university syllabus, in second semester you have to study about the biology of chordate and comparative anatomy. So in the chordate there are presence of major 5 classes. So class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves, class Mammalia. So I am going to discuss about class Amphibia. So let us first know about the introduction to amphibians. So amphibians. So here the name amphibian that expressed two words. So in Greek, amphi means two and bios means life. So this double life is expressed in their name. That means in the amphibians are those animals that can live in the land as well as in the water. So here these organisms live on land as well as in the water. So amphibians are first vertebrate who made the transition from aquatic to terrestrial mode of life. So hence these amphibians exhibit double mode of life, or double life is expressed in their name. So amphi means two, bios means life. So here structurally the amphibians are between fishes and reptiles. So amphibians belong to the superclass Tetrapoda. So Tetrapoda is common ancestor of all living amphibians and all living amniotes. So here these amphibians which are comes under the superclass Tetrapoda. So here Tetrapoda means 4 legs. So in Greek word Tetrapoda means 4 legs. So Tetrapoda group, it includes vertebrates with 2 pairs of pentadactyl limbs adopted for terrestrial mode of life. So tetrapods respiration takes place by lungs. And these tetrapods, as I said, these are the ancestor of all living amphibians as well as all living amniotes. So here amniotes means it includes reptiles, birds and mammals. So amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals are the major groups of the tetrapoda. So they typically possess 2 pairs of 5-toed limbs in place of fins for locomotion. So as we compare to the fishes, so as I said here, these amphibians are structurally, these are between the fishes and reptiles. Okay, so here these are, so these amphibians having 5-toed limbs in the place of fins for locomotion. In fishes, so fins are the locomotory organ. So in the case of amphibians, they have 2 pairs of 5-toed limbs. So the group also includes a number of animals that have returned to life in the water, such as turtles, whales, dolphins, seals, sea lions and extinct groups also. So here all the tetrapods share a variety of features. This includes bones of 4 limbs, hind limbs, digits on the ends of each limbs. Okay, so here these tetrapod, that means in the Greek word tetra means 4 legs. Okay, so this tetrapoda is the common ancestor of all living amphibians and all living amniotes. That means it includes reptiles, birds and mammals. So you can see here, so these are the few examples of tetrapoda. So here you can see the amphibia, aves, mammals, reptile. So it includes these groups are comes under or belongs to tetrapoda, that is the superclass. So here these amphibians, they are dominant during Carboniferous period. So here Carboniferous period, it is the 5th to 6th geological periods that together make up the Paleozoic era. So this period is a geological time period that took place between 360 to 286 million years ago. So this period is was also calling as the golden age of amphibians. So Carboniferous period is known as the golden age of amphibians. So this marks the transition from the aquatic to terrestrial life in vertebrates. So amphibians are partly adapted to land life. So here, as I said, these amphibians are first vertebrate. So amphibians are the first vertebrate who made the transition from aquatic to terrestrial mode of life, but they failed to become fully adapted to terrestrial life. So the larvae of all forms are aquatic. In some cases, the adult have also secondarily returned to water. So this double life is expressed in their name. So amphibians. So here presence of about 2600 species are known in the amphibians. So these are the some of the examples. So here amphibians are small vertebrates that need water or a moist environment to survive. The species in this group includes frog, toads, salamanders and newts. So all can breathe and absorb water through their very thin skin. So they have special skin glands and that produce useful proteins. So here these amphibians are intermediate in many characteristics between fishes and reptiles and have gilled aquatic larvae and air breathing adults. So this is just about the introduction to amphibians. Okay, thank you.